to another edition. That's how we say it in the South. It's another edition of Doug Getting Doug with High. I say it correctly accidentally, or incorrectly on purpose. Two very funny guys sitting here with me today. I've been trying to get both of them for a while, not only because they're hilarious comedians, but also because neither one of them claims to smoke much pot. So we're gonna see what happens when we make you smoke a ton of pot.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's Matt Braunger and Jim Jefferies, everybody. There's probably 1,000 or more people watching us live right now. And about 100,000 people will see it eventually.
Okay.
That's
in
good.
The archives. Yeah, so thank you guys for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being. In a few minutes, we'll start smoking. We start right at 4:20, and then we go straight through for about 40 minutes.
I've never understood the 420 thing. What is it?
It's
Hitler's birthday.
Hitler's birthday.
Is it really?
Columbine, yeah, a bunch of great stuff.
It is.
Oh,
But
I
that's
thought there
not
was
why.
something. There was some reason, like the Cheech and Chong did something or something. I don't know.
Not them, but kids in the Bay Area of California started the phrase by, it meant let's meet after school and smoke weed. See you at 4:20 meant, that's
In Australia,
whatever
we
school
finished
they were
school
going
at
to.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, whatever school they were going to, these kids, I think, were in
so did we.
detention.
Yeah.
No, they were in
They're
detention.
in detention,
Oh, they're
so you couldn't get to
detention kids.
the backstop or wherever they smoked until 4:20. Yeah, they were called the Waldos.
Why don't they just act like
guys.
good kids and smoke at 3:15?
Right?
Yeah, not get in trouble.
I don't know why potheads would get in
Well,
trouble.
like a
at
lot of
school.
criminals, they met in prison. You know what I mean? They met in detention, and then, that's how you
Yeah,
connect.
it happens.
Mellow criminals.
What was I going to ask you guys? Oh, so since you're not big pot smokers,
Yeah.
how much experience have you had with vaporizing and these newfangled vapor pens?
The cigarette ones I've done.
I've had
E-cigs.
I've had a good amount. The
Yeah.
last couple of months, yeah, because I've had a lot of pothead maniac friends that were just like, "This is." My friend would can I see that?
Sure.
My friend would go like, "See what this is? This is how we're gonna smoke weed the rest of our lives."
Yes.
Super intense guy.
The future is in my
Will we?
hands now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and they keep making them better and better. And Blackout X on the show, they've really knocked it out of the park because, we try all sorts of different things on the show, and with a lot of these pens, when you try to hit them, they don't work, or there's a button you have to press and a bunch of baloney. But this is just disposable.
Yeah, that
you just hit
button
it for a while.
really fucked you up, didn't it?
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
That button could take a lot of your day up.
Yeah, we gotta find it.
Yeah.
There's some where you have to hit it a certain number of times.
Yeah, the e-cigs where you got to hit it to turn it on 5 times. Click,
Yeah,
click,
yeah.
click, click, click. And then
3
press-
click. Wait, 2 clicks is a bomb.
Yeah.
3 clicks.
So these are the only refillable disposables on the market, and we actually have one for each of you that you get to keep and use.
Check it out, Mom.
Is it already filled with anything?
It's
Or is
already
this-
got some stuff in there. We already put some Fire OG soft wax in there.
Oh man.
Yeah, and just so people know, to put it when you buy these, to put it in, you just pull the top out like that and just put it in there. Oh, it's $4.19.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, Jim, you like pinball?
I love pinballs. That's my phone number. That's my thing. I was getting excited.
No, it doesn't mean pinball. It means about to smoke weed. And then maybe pinball later. But yeah, you just put the wax or the oil right in there and then slide this baby back in. And you're good to go. And it
Right. I think mine's up and running,
about
right?
300 puffs. It should be, yeah.
Yeah. Good to go.
Cheers.
I'm already useless.
Try it, fellas. blackoutx.com/Doug.
This
week's
is how I'm
offer-
going to be smoking pot until I die.
This week's
rest
offer
of our
is 3 pens for $30 and
the same with
free
heroin.
shipping and a free gift. Yeah, and when you say gift, that could be anything.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Just it depends if like a bunch of potheads are running this. You
Yeah.
just get like an old stuffed animal in the mail or a tire.
I bet you it'll be a good gift. And also, don't forget to order these fast because every time we mention it on the show, they sell out rather quickly. So get on it and get yours.
Why don't they make more?
That's
Yeah.
the I think the plan.
I think their business
that's the
model is
plan.
flawed a
Eternal
little bit.
question.
Yeah, I asked the same question, but they're going to make more. I think it's not as much that their business model is flawed as that they just didn't anticipate that a show like this would just, rocket them out the door.
Or exist.
Or exist, yeah.
Or was possible.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think when I've been drunk, I've hit one of these like way too many times, and just all of a sudden, just stuttering mess. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, but these are really cool.
it is.
I like them.
And laps.
You seem happy.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
No.
But you're really going to have these from now on? Like it's made you more into smoking now?
I'll
it's
tell
so
you in
easy
20
and-
minutes. I like the easiness of it. I don't understand. This is what I don't understand about weed is I understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you start going pollen, then
Yeah.
you've lost me. Even hash, slightly. I understand what hash is and I've smoked it.
Mm-hmm.
I would never know how to make it
No.
or what the process is.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you don't need to know that.
Well, I get lost when people make
Make it and
edibles,
sell it
and
to you.
whenever people make edibles and they go, you got to put it in the butter, and then the butter renders down or something like that, and you're like, that seems like a lot of fucking work. Couldn't I just mix it in the pot with the mixture
Right.
Yeah.
and have
no.
little specks of
Like
weed through it?
Like a bag of like herbs for soup.
Yeah.
Just throw it in there.
Why couldn't you do that?
That
seems
might be
like,
kind of unpleasant to eat.
Well, that's what happened in Stir Crazy.
But then you take it out before
When,
the soup.
when Richard Pryor had a bag of weed, and the
you
lady
just threw it in the food.
The lady found it and went,
Didn't open the bag.
Herbs, or herbs as you people call it, you missed the H.
You mean you people?
You
Make it weird right up.
You heard me.
Yes, white people
And so
call it herbs.
she threw them in just thinking this didn't test which herb it could be, and it was out of a stranger's bag, and then all the people at the dinner party got stoned. Mm-hmm. Classic
Yeah.
comedy.
Okay.
I would argue the best Gene Wilder Richard Pryor movie.
I would not
You
argue
would?
against you. Absolutely. Yeah, Stir Crazy?
I like Silver Streak.
I
Good.
like
Yeah, well,
I
that's
like
sort
the
of the movie
toy
that
with-
gave him the idea to make them buddies in movies
Yeah,
for
for
a
sure.
while. Yeah.
I like The Toy was my favorite Richard Pryor film from when I was a kid. But now you
Oh,
watch it
watch
and it's
it
a
now.
little bit slavey.
Yeah, it's real bad.
It's-
Yeah, you can tell he was like
Very
really on a lot of coke where he's like,
Super
The
slavey.
kid from
he
The
buys
Toy
me? How much money am I making?
went into porn.
Yeah, and that's the same
That's
kid who
right.
got his tongue stuck to the pole in Christmas Story.
Christmas
Isn't it? The same kid. It's good stuff.
Follow your dreams, guys.
Yeah, follow your dreams. White Widow is the sativa that we'll be smoking today out of all of these various pipes that are here on the table and this nice bong here on the floor, our floor bong. And Leafly is a site where people review marijuana strains, and they say that White Widow, somebody wrote, it's primarily a euphoric, physically energetic sensation coupled with a good deal of friskiness. So I don't know if we should be smoking that. I don't think any of us need to get aroused during the show. But it also says, another person wrote, feels a bit like having soda in your brain.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, except for this
Where
one.
does someone get a reference point on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, remember that time I had soda in my brain?
Yeah, well, you laid on your side and you poured a whole bottle of RC down your ear.
Just like that.
Crazy.
But that's just RC in your ear, isn't it? Like stuff you pour in your ear doesn't go to your brain.
Doesn't?
It would eventually.
Where's
How would
go
it get there?
What you're saying, is the hole just, is the skull, there's a hole in the skull on the side here, isn't there?
That's your ear.
Yeah, no, but there's the ear, but I'm saying in the actual bone, there's a hole, right?
Yeah, it goes.
It goes all the way through. It's not like just the ear bits here and it resonates around your
Goes
face.
to where? So your brain is just on the inside going, give
eventually-
me sounds and I will
It
deal with them.
eventually would reach your brain. I'm sure if you poured liquid into your ear, it would reach your brain.
At least some of it, right?
Surely.
Wouldn't we all have, from swimming and stuff, wouldn't we all have,
I think when you have
Water
water,
brains?
when you have water going up your nose,
Water on the brain?
When it
Yeah.
goes up your nose, it goes to your brain, right? Or is your brain in its own thing?
I don't know who you're asking.
Is there
There's channels.
Is there an inner shell
Lord
for
Jesus?
the brain?
Lord Jesus, is there?
Like I know that your throat's disconnected, but everything from here up is just all floating around, right?
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
there's holes, you know. I mean, your hair goes into your brain. So there's.
No, it would never reach past the skin.
It goes through the skull.
It doesn't get through the
Tiny
skull.
holes. You won't get soda through those holes. Tell you that. But yeah, there's always, you know.
I just get high and
Connectors.
try not to worry about that stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Went down a real rabbit hole there.
Seems
Yeah.
to all work, you know.
If movies
I've
have
never-
taught me anything, this is the type of conversation you people have.
Again with the you people. You're lumping him in like he's a big pot smoker.
No, I was talking about Americans.
Oh, Americans.
Americans.
Yeah.
Please, gentlemen, pick a pipe and enjoy a little bit of that sativa. We're going to need a review from you at the end of the show.
Okay.
They can maybe put on Leafly.
Thanks.
And then in this big, huge bubble pipe that's difficult to clear, we have today's indica, which is Tahoe OG. And
Tickles your throat, doesn't it?
Yep.
someone said about this Tahoe OG that it feels like your brain is being massaged by some ethereal goddess. So again, the soda guy,
gets
the
the soda
goddess
out.
guy, both these people, how do they know this? How do they experience it the first time? Seems like a bill of goods. But how does that taste to you guys? Is it all right?
See, this is
Tastes like pot.
This is why I'm vapor guy from now on. This is how we smoke today. Because it hurts the back of your throat. I haven't done a bong hit since high school. This is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to die.
We'll die together.
I don't think you'll die, but you know.
I'll be uncomfortable.
Yeah. I should not have ridden my motorcycle here.
That's good. I thought it deserved more.
That was for me to laugh at.
That was
It's one of those
good.
weird things that you can't.
I did laugh because I was like, "We sent a car for you." I was there when they made the call.
You're
like
lying.
I just saw right through.
My
the
driver
joke.
just looked like a guy. You didn't have that driver.
Yeah.
Mine was
There's a lot of that in LA,
just
didn't
kind
it?
of a dude too, and I had to put the
mine was
suitcase
he was
in the
wearing,
back.
he was
'cause
wearing a plaid shirt and jeans. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I should get it.
That wasn't your driver.
Do you ever have that driver? Okay, you're doing a gig in Denver or something like that. It doesn't matter. Anywhere that's not here, and you get picked up by a guy who's like 90. Like
Yeah.
maybe like that 85-year-old guy, and you bring your bag out. Now, don't worry, I'll get it. And you see him just fucking rocking back, and you're just standing there like a cunt, going, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna make him do it, but I'm gonna
And he-
feel bad."
Well, I had the guy that's just like, no, I got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you don't. You really don't. Just let me help you.
That's a bag filled with DVDs. You know how fucking heavy that
Record
thing
albums
is?
in there. You know how heavy that thing is? Yeah.
Monday night, July 14th, Getting Dug with High live at Largo. It's going to be the last one, honestly, for a while because of reasons I don't want to get into, but we won't do another one until like November. So definitely go to largo-la.com for tickets. We can put that up on the screen, right? Also, there's going to be a commercial coming up for this as well. Now, Matt, you said specifically that you would rather be in the studio and get high than get high at Largo with a bunch of people and a whole audience.
I feel like I'd rather do this first and then do that.
What's the difference, you think?
I don't know. Whatever's in my head, you know?
And
It's
like-
I've done a couple shows where I've gotten high in front of an audience, but I always have that freedom to just wander around. You know what I mean? Like you do when you're doing stand-up.
Sure.
But where everyone's just sitting, I feel like I might just get antsy, and then I'd get distracting, just wandering around, going through the audience and sitting with them and stuff.
You know, that would be interesting. I
Okay.
mean, going through the audience would be tough because our cameras can't point at that. But walking around on stage, you could do that.
Okay.
We've had, people have brought dogs that went crazy.
Whoa. That sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, Steve Agee didn't like his chair and went off backstage and came back with he found a beanbag somewhere or something, and he sat on that.
Steve Agee made a beanbag appear.
Yeah, that guy, look at him. He knows where the beanbags are.
I did a
Those
gig
are comfortable
in,
chair for giant sleepy people.
I did a gig in Vegas 3 weeks ago. It was the first time I've taken mushrooms in a long time. And have you ever done the photos with people afterwards on mushrooms? Like I've done a lot of gigs. I've done a lot of gigs on stage where I've been on drugs where I was like, all right, keep this together. The people don't notice. What are you gonna do? But then when it's like everyone's like, I just loved your TV show, and you're like, and then you have to hug them all, and that's way more awkward than a gig.
Yeah.
That's why I understand why you wouldn't want to be in there.
Wow. So you did a show on mushrooms?
I did not. What happened was I did the show in Vegas, and then as soon as I got off stage, we had a bag of mushrooms, and I ate them right away. By the time I got to the end of the line of people who were buying DVDs, and they kicked in, and then it was a bad moment to be kicked in. Being held by strangers was.
Oh, that didn't comfort you at all.
No, it didn't comfort. And this is the weird thing. I've got on my phone. So shut the gig. We're in the joint in the Hard Rock, right? And my start time's 8, and they go, you have to be off stage by 9:30. And I'm like, with a support act, that's not a big gig. I said, come on, I can do a bit. And they go, there's a band on after you. You have to be off stage by 9:30. And I got a little bit arrogant. I said, look, people are paying like $50 fucking to see me. I'm not giving them just an hour and a half with a support act and a thing. I said, some fucking late night band, they can wait an extra half hour. And they went, it's Guns N' Roses. And I went, oh, right, it's Guns N' Roses, right?
Weird that they just say a band is going on.
band is
I
going
would
on.
drop GNR every fucking time.
He had
I
that in
didn't
his
find
back
that.
pocket.
No, but
Buckethead is
I'm just
going
gonna
to
tell him
be
it's a
here.
band. The Buckethead?
Yes.
We ended up in Axl Rose's room afterwards. This is how
What
exciting it
happens
got.
there?
Well, Axl Rose, because I started going on stage going, I said, I'm going to run a little bit later. Fuck Axl Rose. He's always made me wait for a gig. You know what I mean? Which is a thing, right? So then I meet Axl Rose, and Axl Rose is like, it's been really overblown by the media how many times that I actually come on late. And you're like, oh, he's as insecure as I am.
And they told him you said that.
Yeah, no, I think he was in the audience at my gig because he was already.
Okay.
When you show up 4 hours late once, the media overblowing it doesn't really have anything to do with the fact that you made everybody wait 4 hours. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I was talking 10 minutes.
Who can do that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He made people wait 4 hours, so they're not really overblowing anything. He made people wait 4 hours.
It's that thing about gigs, though. Like, I have 1 in 50 gigs, or maybe less, about 1 in every 100 gigs. It happens maybe once or twice a year. I have that gig where I go, well, you can all fuck off, and I storm off with my hands in the air, and I last 10 minutes. I do it twice a year. It's right.
Real quick, though, why did you
Is that because you like have a breakdown, or because
if they're just yelling out shit, or they were requesting old jokes or something, and I just lose my shit, and I'm having a bad day, I lose my temper, and I don't mean to do it, but it's only happened maybe 6, 7, 8 times, maybe. So it's less than once a year, I think. I would hate for my whole career to be measured on those 8 gigs rather than the 3,000 where I didn't storm off and have a hissy fit. So I think that's what he meant. He's like, I showed up late 4 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, really late, though.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours. That's so true.
You know, the kind of late that if I showed up that late, there would be an empty club and people saying, "Oh yeah, everybody left because you weren't here."
Yeah, but imagine if you had the power that they'd all stay.
But it's about musicians.
Insane.
It's about musicians.
Yeah.
Backstage.
If you were just sitting up in your hotel room at the casino and downstairs the show's going on, you're like, I'm going to finish this fucking movie.
Deck of cards.
Chappelle has his opener go on for as long as Chappelle feels like needs to happen before he's ready.
When we did it, I opened for him at Just for Laughs, me and Hannibal Buress, and it was me. Well, the DJ played music for like an hour.
I have a similar story.
And then it was Hannibal, and then it was me, then it was Hannibal, and then he's like, "You're coming on in a minute," and then more music, and then he went on.
This is what happens.
He has a DJ on stage. Wherever city he goes to has a DJ play.
This is the Oddball Comedy Festival.
I was talking like comedy club style.
No. This is the Oddball.
I've done 45 minutes opening for him.
Oh shit! Okay,
where you don't know if it's going to be 10 or an hour.
Yeah.
When you start.
Well, at Oddball, it would go all the acts, me, interval, Fly the Conchords, another break, as a curtain went up. Right, so they could see his shadow as he stood out there, and then a DJ playing for, I'm talking 35 minutes, just going, Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, like that, right? And everyone's like, yeah, and it's like he's waiting for him to lose interest. Like,
I'll go out there right when they don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. There's something bold about that.
Yeah. All right. We'll do a 4-hour show today and see who sticks around. We'll be right back. Everybody.
Jesus Christ, there's a fucking
Cheer if Abe Vigoda's dead. You know, I'm high now.
Steve, Jonah, how you guys doing down there? You look like you were posing for Mount Rushmore. I thought if we're gonna do it live in front of an audience, why not go for full-blown train wreck?
Where do we do weed bits into this? How come
Dorf on marijuana.
You know, dabs make them sound a lot more harmless than they are. Just a dab.
Gotta check in with Joey one more time, see how he's doing.
Tremendous.
I swear on the fucking flaming balls of Kathy Lee Gifford.
Did you say 31? Harris, that's insane. We'll be right back.
The camera's there. I say it. Do you think people just cheered for you picking up shit?
That idea was going to be. Let's end it now.
What were we talking about? Like, we didn't even get into high history yet, which is where we ask you guys, like, how you got started. We know you're both not that super potty, but like, what was your first time, Matt?
I was 9 years old. I was in 4th grade, and I didn't keep going from there.
That's probably why it didn't take.
Yeah.
You tried it too young.
It was fun though. I had a good time.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like when you get stoned, you already have like a childlike mind.
Sure.
In a lot of ways. So I feel
you start wondering about pouring stuff in your ear and if it gets to your brain or not.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like want to run around in a park in the rain and shit like that.
We had a couple of weeks ago. We had Will Anderson on. You know that dude.
I know,
right?
will you?
Yeah, and there was a big news story in Australia that he came on the internet here, everywhere really, and smoked weed. Like it was like
he's a big celebrity in
shocked.
Australia. Yeah.
But it was shocking. Like
he's got a very mainstream crowd. That boy. He's on a lot of TV shows and stuff.
But he explained it was for medicine. That's how he started, is because he has bad hips, and he was using it for pain relief and still does. But when did you first? What was your first crack at it?
I would have been 16. It would have been at a party, as he said, didn't take, and then I picked it up again at about 24. Was the first time I started smoking on a daily basis. And that's because I was living with 2 comedians. I don't think them one, Jason John Whitehead and Steve Hughes, and we were taking a lot of drugs in that house. And when the cocaine ran out, you'd have to.
Yeah. You have to settle for something.
No, I have to do something, and so
cocaine.
I got back into it. But it's never been my drug of choice. I've never really enjoyed it that much.
All right. But you feeling good right now, you think?
I'm nervous right now. I'm worried about the things I just said.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What bad stuff did you just say?
I don't know.
I think it was all right.
But so did I.
Yeah.
Reach that self-conscious level of stuff.
Yeah, like is my mum going to watch this? And I've just said I take cocaine, and then I think I mentioned taking cocaine in my stand-up.
Yeah.
So
Does your mom watch that?
She does.
Yeah, there you go.
So she must know something.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I still would deny it to her if she asked. Even if I say it, like if she's watching this right now and my mother said, "Did you take cocaine?" I would still deny it to her, even after all that. I'd say I was just trying to act tough in front of you.
Yeah. You're high and just thought it would be cool to say that you're.
When did you deny it? If your mum asked you just deny it. Even it doesn't matter how old you get.
No, well, my parents were real progressive growing up. So they kind of just like had friends. They were teachers in the 70s. So they had friends that did drugs and stuff, and they both had smoked weed.
Is that synonymous with the teachers?
Oh yeah.
Because my mother's a teacher, and I can't imagine her and any of her friends smoking pot.
Yeah. A lot of teachers are kind of
I felt like
stiff uptight.
Maybe that's just the scene I saw when I was a kid, man.
Right.
I feel like all those, they were all swimming in the pool and shit.
Yeah, all those fucking crazy teachers.
2,175 people watching us right now.
All right.
Watching us get high.
200? 2,000?
2,000. And some people write in questions on Twitter for us. This one seems kind of generic, but I'll throw it out there and see if you guys have a good answer. Stefan Wolf wants to know, my girlfriend needs a topic for a research paper due tomorrow. Any suggestions? topic for a research paper.
What we really need to know is what she's studying.
Yeah, what's the class?
Yeah, because otherwise I'm
All
just
right,
going to...
tweet us again, Stefan Wolf, what your class is, what class she's writing the paper for. All right, this one you guys you got to answer this one.
Okay.
Tyrell_Lovell wants to know, best place you've ever smoked. Best place. I'm going to have a hard time thinking of an answer for that one. But I know there's got to be a good
See, there's two levels. There's
really
two
good
levels.
one.
Best places in, like, there was the beautiful scenery and I was in the middle of the desert. Or is that the best place? Or best place because of the company you were spending it with?
I think it's up to you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. That helped me to decide. The one time I went to Australia, quite randomly, I ended up smoking weed in a hotel room with Peter Fonda.
All right.
So weird. Maybe not like you said, not the best view. Peter Fonda dicking around on a guitar, but
it means it's not a sunset. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But it was still like
really cool.
Yeah, he was there doing Ghost Rider, I think. And I recognized him.
Ghost Rider?
No, I was just there doing a comedy, stand-up comedy
who was
thing.
in Ghost Rider?
Nicolas Cage.
But Henry Fonda.
What?
Did you mean Easy Rider?
Peter Fonda. And sure, yeah, he's an Easy Rider.
Yeah.
But he was filming Ghost Rider.
But he played a
the
role in
recent
Ghost Rider,
movie
too.
Ghost Rider. He was filming it in Australia.
Okay.
Ah, okay. It was like Easy Rider.
I don't know where I
didn't
lost
just
you.
Come out.
Oh, well, if it's famous,
It is funny
I'm
that he
go.
only does movies with Rider in the title. That's in his Rider.
Nick
Rider?
Jones from The Clash.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a really good one.
Yeah, I smoked weed with Mick Jones.
We always ask who the most famous person you smoked with is, and you'd say him probably.
The best place was I hosted an award show here in LA for British television, and so it was just a fucking cool day. And I was in the toilet taking drugs with a few people, and we hear like a bang on the door, and there was one very famous. I don't want to say people's names. One very famous person went, fucking Ron Jeremy, let him in. And that was the first time I met Ron Jeremy. Now, you as comedians know he hangs around the clubs a little bit and he's a very easy guy to
I've
meet.
seen him once in a while, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a great meeting to be doing drugs and have Ron Jeremy burst in.
That's hilarious. So random. Like you threw a dart at a poster full of famous faces.
Anyway,
Jeremy.
that's the night I smoked weed with Mick Jones.
That's awesome. And Matt, do you have one? Do you have a good one? Place or person, either one. Or thing, best thing you've ever smoked with?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
That's a place. No, I don't know. Just you know what? My favorite off the top of my head, my friend Larry in college, who is a buddy of mine, the giant afro, and was really into lifting weights. So he looked like a cartoon. We were stoned, and then the Blues Brothers movie came. The Blues Brothers movie. Jesus, I'm high. Blues Brothers comes on TV. He's never seen it. And I go, "You've never seen this?" And he goes, "No, man." And I'm like, "We're watching this right now." And he's like, "Well, all right." And he pulls out a shoebox full of candy and just puts it on the coffee table. That was amazing. It's nobody famous.
Yeah,
it's not a
that's
sunset,
good.
but it was a fucking great time.
Shoebox full of candy.
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
Weird place to put candy.
The candy was wrapped. It wasn't just loose and globby balls in the shoebox.
Oh no, that is a beautiful place.
Gabe, what's this really called? This pipe?
Village?
The Greenwich Village is the official name of this pipe from a place called Chameleon Glass, but we've been calling it the Wonka pipe because it's got a
that's
Willy
how I call
Wonka
it.
vibe. Could you want to try it?
What's in it?
Weed?
What?
Yeah.
What
it's
kind?
still a sativa.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you do indica because you guys,
Oh no,
that's just a bad idea.
I'd be like a puddle yelling things.
The angry little puddle.
I don't know whether I should have done
From
this.
Pixar.
This isn't the best move.
My shirt is Dropkick Murphys for people that are asking, specifically Morgan Pumpkin. And what's on your hat, Jim? Or Oregon something?
Swatch out.
Squatch out? For it's a Sasquatch thing? I feel like the evil pot dealer. Pusher.
Ugh.
Now I've got you. A couple of idiots now.
Yeah. We're drops their camera.
Trapped in my basement. Put the lotion in the basket.
Oh. I'm fucking dying.
What do you need? Some water?
Got water. Oh.
This is awesome.
Everybody does this, right? They just kind of zone out. And
Zoning
then just
out,
shut up for a good.
coughing. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's human nature, I mean, not human nature, but
That's a good
it's
song.
a human reaction. Yeah, we should do an episode with robots. See if I can keep up with robots.
Weed inhaling robots?
But yeah, they say about the coughing that's really you're gonna be really high now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so hopefully it was worth it.
All right, next.
How's your TV show going?
It's been cancelled.
Oh, okay. See, I was like, I'll get him really high and then ask him about it.
It got cancelled.
But it didn't get like one of those big, lot of it, like the cancellation didn't get a lot of attention. Like they didn't make a big deal out of it.
No, but the actual show got very little attention.
Well, the move to FXX.
Why?
Let's talk to Matt about
Talk to Matt for a second.
his very popular show Up All Night, where he plays the neighbor of.
Also canceled.
Oh yes,
Nice.
but so long ago. That's been a while.
Yeah. Like 2
But
years.
I really want to know what was up with Legit because I saw some of it and it's very funny and
I can't answer questions.
they put it
Takes
on
2 minutes.
and they put it on FXX, which is like the same thing happened to Kamal Bell's show. Like it was on there for a while and then they got rid of it entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't you get to come back to the main network and give that one more try before
give it
giving up?
Give it the
Oh,
test.
I agree.
Start stuff out at FXX. If people like it, move it up to the big leagues.
Right.
But once something's been on FX, I don't know why they think that's a smart move to put it on that other thing.
Agreed. But when it happened, I said I was very happy about the move. I'm looking forward to working with this new station. I lied about my excitement.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
This is great. I'm being
These
moved
dicks.
to where I'll probably be cancelled. Yeah, no,
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
I acted like I was happy.
Yeah. It's kind of either that or you're on the news like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about it. Which means I hate this move, or you just yell, I hate this move.
Yeah, you got to promote the.
So which one was Up All Night?
Let's try. That was where Will Arnett and Christina Applegate are new parents, and so they were up all night with the baby and
It's about parents that still want to party. And I
You live
still
next
want
door.
to party. Yeah.
I was the asshole Ned Flanders, as I called him. Yeah, I would just come. I was that guy who was just like, "You have kids, I have kids. We're best friends." And you look at this guy like, "No, man. Like I just met you. Like, get out of my house." And I judged everybody. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, that was, I don't know why they moved it to NBCC and played it there for a long time. That seems like a silly move. You guys want to do some pot topics?
Sure.
Hot topic.
All right. Jim coughed and he missed it. Can you play it again?
Hot topic.
It's like Hot Pockets.
That's why I wanted you to hear
Very
it. I
good.
thought you'd have
Very
fun
good.
with that. Washington State, you guys. History was made yesterday in Washington State because the launch of legal marijuana sales started statewide. I think there's like only one place in Seattle, and maybe 6 in the entire state. So it wasn't like as big a launch as Colorado, but bottom line is it's happening. Washington is a little not ready for it in terms of how much weed they have ready to sell because of timing of the crops. But there are big lines, and there's going to be many more stores opening. That's all I'm going to do, man, is just tour Colorado and Washington.
Just like,
Alaska's going that way this year, I think. Alaska
it?
might happen this year, and if Alaska does it, and if Alaska and Florida do it, because Florida might be in 2016, if they all get on it, that'd be a nice little tour schedule. Those 4 states, get every weather possible.
Are you stoned on stage?
What's that?
You stoned on stage every time?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I love it.
I can't believe you can do it.
I love it.
crazy.
Well, I'm used to
Yeah.
it for one thing. For a long time, I did a play called The Marijuana Logs, and we get high every night before that. But it was like parody of the Vagina Monologues, so we had scripts in front of us. So you didn't even have to know the words in the show you read. You could just read it, and of course we'd learned it and didn't really need to read it after a while. But we could also get really high because you didn't have to remember what's coming up. You just turn the page. Oh, I say this now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so it was fucking simple to just be high and do that. And now with stand up, I just sort of still do that, and the whole audience knows I'm high, so it's not like it's gonna be a letdown to everybody if I forget what I was talking about or something.
I did drugs on stage just a couple of times, never again.
No. Yeah.
I can be drunk, like wasted drunk, and do stand-up comedy.
Of course.
Yeah, I shouldn't do that. That's not my jam.
Andy Haynes does that, the Midnight Run show at midnight, and every comedian has to smoke like right before they go on stage.
I love it.
And it's all he did it, and I did it at Sketchfest this year in like January, I think it is. Yeah, and it was a trip. But
Did they bother to check and make sure everyone was medical and that it was legal?
No.
Pot topic number 2. And this is basically what I was just talking about. These next 5 states are all in line for either legalization or medical marijuana legalization. That's Alaska, Oregon, Washington, D.C. Those are all legalization, flat out. And I love all those places, so I'll be happy to visit when it happens. And then Florida and New York are going to possibly go medical. But that's the tipping point for both of those. If they go medical, a few years later they'll go,
Sure.
You know, because it's just, the money that Colorado's making is just, it's insane.
They have to. I saw this thing about how they have to have, since no banks will deal with them, with the stores, it's purely a cash business. So they have to hire basically like security firms, like guys that used to be SWAT team guys, just to, go around with the trucks and stuff, because it's almost like, drug. I mean, it's almost like it is drugs. No, but it's it's like drug dealer
It's like
stuff,
bad
but
drugs.
it's legal. We're still, even though it's legal, they're still having to deal with that violent horse shit.
I think I've said on the show that, meth and marijuana are both Schedule I narcotics, according to the DEA, but I got that wrong. It's even worse. Meth is number 2, and so marijuana is considered worse than meth.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a bummer. But they're thinking about changing it. Like,
And is it?
what's his name? What?
Yeah, marijuana's worse than meth.
Yeah, I'd like you to come on Getting Methed Up with Doug next week, and I'll show you the difference.
We're gonna strip the paint off a house, then repaint it, strip it off again, then paint it again.
Yeah, I've never even come close to anything meth-like, I don't think.
No, it's.
I've never even tried cocaine.
Never tried it.
Never even tried it. No, I found my thing that I like, and early in my life I thought it was alcohol, but then eventually I figured out it was weed, and then some alcohol too.
I'm an alcohol person.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like when you're in a comedy club every night. The guys that don't drink, I don't know how they do it. It's pretty amazing, you know. We're gonna take another break, and then we're gonna come back with hopefully some Twitter questions for you guys specifically, and then another thing. You'll find out. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody.
Jesus Christ,
Cheer if Abe Vigoda's dead. I'm high now.
Steve, Jonah, how you guys doing down there? You look like you're posing for Mount Rushmore. I thought if we're gonna do it live in front of an audience, why not go for full-blown train wreck?
Where do we do weed bits into this? How come
Dorf on marijuana.
Dabs make them sound a lot more harmless than they are. Just a dab.
Gotta check in with Joey one more time. See how he's doing.
Tremendous.
I sweat on the fucking flaming balls of Kathy Lee Gifford.
Did you say 31? Harris, that's insane. We'll be right back.
The camera's there. I say it. Do you think people just cheered for you picking up shit?
The end of whatever that idea was going to be. Let's end it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very high.
Airport security is extra scary for me now, because I'm a known pot smoker. I am an NPS. I mean KPS. I thought, why not just go on the road and show people what my life on the road is like?
Young Benson in Grand Elwood.
Hello, Chicago! I feel bad that all my movies rip off Morgan Spurlock. Like, that's all I'm doing now is just whatever he does, I'm gonna rip it off. Because we're making a movie! We're making a movie!
Sir, you have a baby on your back. Just a heads up.
Hey, you guys, are you tired of ads about stuff I'm doing? Buy Gateway Doug 2, Forced Fun, because that's out also now. How do I do all this shit? It's an English comp paper.
Okay. What should the topic? Okay.
So what should the topic be for the English comp paper?
English what paper?
Comp.
What's a comp?
I don't know, and I'm one of you people. Yeah, composition.
That's
that
fucking
helps.
easy. Just do some
English composition.
Mark Twain, any of them. Off you go.
Yeah.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain. I was gonna go Edgar Allan Poe.
Wow,
like
have a fun night writing something about Mark Twain.
You won't get the best mark, but you won't get the worst mark in the class. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay. Green Monkey Soup wants to know where I got this pipe from, and it's from Chameleon Glass, as are a lot of the pipes I have on the show, because they just send me pipes. Thank you, Chameleon Glass. Slow it down, but thank you. They sent me the biggest box this last time. I couldn't get it into the trunk of the car. It was fucking crazy. Can we see the Guns N' Roses pictures? I feel left out. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
How can we show them the picture? Can we just hold it up to
Hold
a
up to
camera?
the camera. Would that work?
I don't know. I don't know if that works.
I gotta warn you. Axel looks a little scary.
I don't. This is why he doesn't fucking take photos with people. Everyone's mean about him.
I don't
He
want to
looks-
be mean. I just saw him, and look,
He looks
healthy.
fucking
Imagine
great.
what
He looks
Buckethead
like
looks
a
like.
guy in his 50s who's had
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
That
What I'm saying
greasy
is,
bucket on his
I hate how
that camera?
the image that I have of people, get stuck from. They're like
Yeah.
frozen.
Oh no!
Show that camera.
There's been a 20-year leap.
Yeah.
Now do
Show
I
that
just hold
camera,
it still like this?
Jim.
You got that? Am I wiggling too much? I'm shaking too much.
No, we got it.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
He has a cool tash. He's wearing a flannelette, and I think he's wearing a Kurt Cobain t-shirt. He's fucking awesome.
That's great.
Where are you headed next, Jim? Do you have any like road dates or anything?
I'm in Washington on Friday, and I'm at Foxwoods, Connecticut or Rhode Island, this casino.
Out there, yeah,
on
Foxwoods.
Saturday. And then next
Maybe
is
it's in New Jersey,
Montreal on the
Connecticut?
25th.
What's that, Montreal?
On the 25th, yeah.
Nice, just for laughs. Matt Braunger's album and special Shovel Fighter is available now. And you're going to be at the Atlanta Improv August 7th through 9th.
Yep.
And the Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis August 12th through the 6th.
Correct. Two of my faves.
Yeah, fun places to go and do
Where
shows.
was that last place?
Acme.
There's a place called Acme?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
It's like one of the best clubs in America.
Is that where the fucking design, like for the Acme stuff on Warner Brothers cartoons?
They built stuff for Wile E. Coyote that always failed when he was trying to kill Roadrunner.
Is that where it came from, that town?
They also opened a comedy club.
But they're more famous for building stuff for Wile E. Coyote.
It's just a name that means the best that a billion people have used. Acme was like a great warrior or something like that. In Grecian times, I'm really screwing the pooch. Or it was a king? God damn it. I blame you.
Where's Foxwoods? Before we finish the show, somebody on a computer, where's Foxwoods?
It's Providence, Rhode Island.
That's Connecticut?
Connecticut.
Okay, and then what was the other one?
What?
What were we just trying to think of?
Acme.
Yeah.
In Minneapolis. Before that.
What about it?
I never knew there was a place called Acme, and I was excited by the name.
Where's
Because you only know it from the cartoon.
I've only known it from the cartoons. I didn't think it was an actual place. That was very exciting.
It's just a term that a lot of places call themselves.
It's good,
yeah, and then they have a nice restaurant next door that's called Sticks.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's not, but they've resisted the urge to call it Sticks. But now I have
Because
to.
it's next to a comedy club.
Right? I have
Or because
to.
Jewish people go there.
Acme's a fun name, so why not Sticks? But
Jewish
no, it's
humor.
just
Yeah.
Sticks. Now's the part of the show where you guys are really, really high, so we're going to let you enjoy a close-up magic trick. Here's Gabe, everybody.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, thanks. Matt, just reach out and touch a card.
Okay. Let's do this.
That one, take a look at it. Show it to the
Got it? Yeah.
It's pretty quick. I actually just got some new ink right here on my arm.
Ah, that's very.
Wow.
That wasn't the card.
Wait for me, everybody. I didn't even, that was a fast
fantastic.
one.
Yeah, it was good though.
That was fast. Maybe they'll figure out a way to have a little patter at the top of that one. Tell a little story about something, but holy shit, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
All right. Come get your cards after the show and enjoy whatever we've left over if you'd like, Gabe. And Doug Loves Movies is coming to San Diego at the House of Blues on July 23rd. Just for Laughs Fest in Montreal, July 25th. Is that what you said, the 25th?
Yes.
Our shows might be at the same time. We might be in competition. And it's not a competition. And the Traverse City, but I hate when, you know what I mean, like I'm on at the same time as somebody
Yeah, no, I know exactly
that I
what
like.
you're saying.
Festivals can be frustrating that way. And I'm going to be at the Traverse City Film Festival, which is great because I'm only competing against films, not other human comics. I'll be there on July 30th. We do Doug Loves Movies, and Michael Moore, whose festival it is,
I did the comedy
participates
festival
in it.
of Traverse City one, the comedy festival.
Oh, you did it this last February?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's amazing.
It's too cold there then, though.
It's very cold,
It's-
but you can walk out in the lake.
Beautiful in the summer.
Gorgeous.
Walk out to the lake in the summer.
They put a Ferris wheel in the middle of the street. I'll stop talking.
Yeah, no, it's so fun. And I'm doing stand-up at Zany's in Rosemont, Illinois on Monday, August 4th. And all of my dates and deets and links are at douglovesmovies.com. Thank you to Jim Jefferies and to Matt Braunger, two of the biggest guinea pigs we've had in terms of not really wanting to smoke a ton of weed and probably getting a little too high. Final thoughts, final words?
It's horrible.
I was
Horrible experience.
All right. Finally, someone hated the process even more than David Cross. That's nice. And how about you, Matt?
I was freaking out in the beginning, but I feel mellowed and cool. It was actually fun.
There you go. That's the best review I can hope on. It was actually fun.
We gotta understand, all day long, I
Who
feel like
could've
I'm Rocky.
thought?
I'm like getting my head straight, you know.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
you came out swinging. You did a good job. You lasted the entire show.
Has anyone not lasted
You
the
made
entire
it
show?
all, how many rounds are there? 3? Huh?
Has anyone not lasted the whole show?
I don't think so. I don't think anybody's like, fallen out of their chair or anything.
Or just been like, I can't. Just
Well,
walk away.
the Largo one is where people kind of lose it more, but there's a bunch of people on stage and an audience, so they sort of keep it together, but they still lose it more.
Well,
But they haven't done anything. It's the craziest thing
I'm
that's
nervous about everything I've said.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be available. We archive it immediately.
I love that you say it with such confidence when you do it, though, and then you go back and go,
It's at Jim Jefferies on Twitter.
Sure.
Yeah, just comfort him, you guys. Just tell him. And at Matt Braunger.
At Braunger.
Just Braunger. Braunger.
My man.
Thanks a lot, you guys. We'll see you Monday at Largo, and you can watch us Monday live at 9:15 Pacific Standard Time. And then, of course, we'll also see you next Wednesday. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Doug Benson.